Unlike people, trail cameras are brutally honest when it comes to capturing unbelievable incidents, from terrifying incidents to unusual encounters. Here are the most disturbing trail cam captures that no one was supposed to see. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. This hairless creature was discovered by a group of plantation workers and had small ears, no tail, and a bold brownish-gray body with sharp claws. The workers were frightened by its own appearance and believed it was a supernatural entity coming to haunt them. They attacked the creature, but afterward, specialists in nature explained that it was an uncommon Malayan sun bear. The workers were rebuked for their harsh behavior, and the bear was relocated to its natural habitat in the woods. Let me give you some advice. If you're out late at night and see a tunnel on the way, it's better to turn your car around and drive as far away from the tunnel as possible. Because if you don't, something like this might be waiting for you inside. This creature with the creepiest smile possible was waiting at the entrance. And whatever happened to the people we'll never get to know, because the video just ended there. Once a man was in the forest gathering some logs when he stumbled upon something peculiar. We're not exactly sure what was going through his mind, but he ended up picking up this eerie doll and taking it back to his home. To make matters even more bizarre, he even decided to record the doll while it was doing who knows what. If it were me, I wouldn't even dream of doing something like that. Not even in a million years. Real? Are they just works of fantasy? I guess you'll be shocked to know that there's a chance that these creatures might be real. I mean, look at this video when the small things in the jungle, don't they look very similar to what a dwarf would be like? Now, it was just a tiny spider looking so big due to being close to the trail cam, or was it a really massive spider lurking in the depths of the woods? It's up to you what you think. But if you ask me, I'm never going into those woods with such long-legged creatures crawling everywhere doors are. It's not just forests and jungles that hide secrets beyond our imagination. Sometimes it's the ice too, for instance. This man who ended up finding a Bigfoot all frozen up under the eyes. I can see its eyes and it's his head. Maybe it got trapped inside by the cruel nature. Or maybe it was just a hoax, which even if it was, I'll be scared as hell still. In May 2019, a woman found a weird body laying in her yard in Florida. She immediately called the authorities to come and see what it was. And needless to say, they were all just as perplexed as she was. According to some, it was a big lizard. But what exactly caused the big lizard to dry up like that? Not even the bones were there. Back in 2013, there was this video that spread like wildfire online. It showed a lone girl dressed in white walking around the cemetery while some men recorded her. The video lasted about 4 minutes, and the girl was shown wandering around the graveyard, stopping by different graves, wishing that she happened to be a ghost. These and countless other questions were thrown around, but no one had any answers to offer. This might be too short of a clip, but a mere second is enough to feel the spookiness of the video. We see a creepy figure emerging from the dark and running straight towards the man holding the camera. And then we see the man running as fast as he can for his life. I'm not going near any tunnels from now. Footage was uploaded by some unknown guy in 2017, and it had everyone in shock who happened to watch it. At first, we see the quiet of a cemetery. But then, as the camera rolls on, we catch a glimpse of a bizarre humanoid figure half hiding behind the grave. If we zoom into it, we see a weird being with a huge head and arms. It fits so accurately to what we have in mind for an alien, don't you think? Have you ever come across the buck who's the handsome Mr. Hall, the bad boy grazing the grass and winning all the ladies with his wig on? Well, now you have. This book was recorded in 2013 and caught the attention of everyone with his stylish wig. It was at first part of his antlers, but then slowly moved on top of his head, making him the most stunning buck ever. Before we move on, support us by hitting subscribe and the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos. Now let's get back to our topic. Now these little beings were found by a woman on her kitchen floor. And if you're thinking these are little mice, no, they are not. According to the experts, the legs of the creatures resembled mobs, and there's a chance that the upper body might have been eaten by a cat. But the experts weren't so sure either, so we don't know what these tiny little beings were. This dude was filming and caught a freaky creature hiding in the shadows. It only showed itself when he stopped moving, and it had these creepy glowing eyes. But when he tried to get closer, the thing bolted back into the dark. Now we're left with more questions than answers, wondering what the heck that thing even was. This footage might not be as disturbing or creepy as many others in today's list, but this is unusual nonetheless. As we see this Florida man dancing along with the alligator, we can't help but rub our eyes twice to make sure this is real. And trust us, this is real Florida show is one strange place. Trail cameras usually capture animals chilling hunting and going along their normal life. But sometimes these cameras capture things out of the ordinary. For instance, this bear was just going along his way when he suddenly saw something he'd never seen before, his own reflection. And needless to say, we do not think he liked it a lot. Now, sighting a Bigfoot here and there and from a very far away angle is one thing, but capturing a really big creature falling and tumbling down is just on another level. And this is exactly what this man was able to capture on his camera. Two big creatures, or perhaps yeetus. We're seeing devouring an animal, and a second passes and we see one tumbling down the icy hill, even though it was recorded in 2016. To this day, no logical explanation has been given by anyone. The person who filmed the video was extremely surprised by the massive creature that he captured. However, the shocker was that the creature was nowhere to be seen when they returned the next day to film it again. This caused a frenzy online as people tried to decipher what it could be. Some speculated it might be a Nephilim or a Yeti, while others believe that can be a top-secret military project. A man in Australia was out for his routine walk when he came across this strange-looking worm-like thing. It's not the fact that it looks like a worm that makes it strange, but it's the length of the thing, and the way it's divided into multiple segments is what makes it strange. First of all, I've never seen any worm of such length before. Dark web is something we all know about, but not everyone can access, and trust me, the ones who did access it ended up regretting. Take this video for example. We see a creepy creature moving in the house from hallway to the room, and then to God knows where. And if you're thinking it was human, just look at the way it's walking. Does that look human to you? So there's this video of these guys who went for a night walk in the woods. They had a flashlight, but it was still hella dark. As they were walking, they found this strange creature sitting on the ground with its back to them. At first, they figured it was some sort of animal, but when it turned its head around, they saw these creepy glowing eyes, and it was super creepy face. Some folks say it was a demon. Well, others reckon it was a fallen angel. Either way, it's some seriously spooky stuff. When this man was trying to find something out of the ordinary in the woods, he came across exactly that. A weird tiny creature with glowing eyes hiding deep under some abandoned well. And even though he was just looking for that kind of thing, the man did not stop for even a second to have a closer look at that thing. So I know spotting an old man just walking anywhere does not sound spooky or anything, but spotting something which looks like an old man, but with no head and carrying God knows what in his hand, is one disturbing thing. To some it was a demon, while the others some kind of prey. Whatever it was, the man was not something you want to encounter in your life. Thank you so much for watching the video. Do like and share with your friends. Stay tuned for more amazing content like this. Thank you once again.